Hello everyone and welcome to the Master of Professional Accounting in CPA Studies information session here at Macquarie. My name is Vishna. I'm a Macquarie University Student Ambassador and I will be your moderator for today. So this event is giving you a snapshot of our Master of Professional Accounting in CPA Studies program, focusing on showcasing career options of accounting graduates, future opportunities and pathways to various career trajectories. We have two guest speakers today who are Professor Rahat Munir, who is the head of the Department of Accounting and Corporate Governance here at Macquarie, and Michelle Caruso, who is the General Manager for New South Wales at CPA Australia. So they will discuss how successful transformation depends on our understanding of how we work with artificial intelligence, how we contribute to global governance, and how we can tackle lapses in society such as frauds. So without further ado, I'd like to pass over to Professor Munir to tell you about our Masters of Professional Accounting program.
Thank you very much, Vishna. My presentation would be in two parts. First one, I will talk about accounting at Macquarie University, and then accounting in real sense with Master of Professional Accounting course with CPA specializations. And then third, perhaps, would be a little bit touch on why Macquarie and then how Macquarie would help you in your career developments. We are one of the largest accounting departments in Australia in terms of number of students we have in professional accounting, as well as in undergraduate courses. At the same time, the type of research we undertake here at Macquarie University within the Department of Accounting and Corporate Governance. We are one of the oldest departments since last 55 years. We have been serving the accounting professions and introduced a number of accounting courses which other universities started following us when they started their accounting disciplines or finance disciplines. We are ranked amongst top 11 accounting schools in Australia and 150 in accounting and finance field or category in a QS 2021 rankings. And as you know, the Macquarie University is ranked now amongst top 195 universities in the world, and accounting is one of the top rated disciplines globally. We have 5 research networks, including some research centers also. And the purpose of these research centers is to support departments and its staff and faculty to research within accounting and help not only professional accounting bodies, but industries and communities in accounting. So we are very much connected with regulators on accounting, standard boards. At the same time, we influence policies also through our research, and we bring that research into the coursework which we offer to our students. So accounting is known for change, and there's so many changes has happened over the last 2-3 years, especially on the governance side, on the standards, policy makings, reportings, and Macquarie has been on the forefront of all those changes and influencing policies, not only in Australia and New Zealand, but at the same time globally as well. All our courses are connected, so we basically give students the skills which employers value. So what does this mean? It means when we offer a course, it is basically co-designed, co-created with the help from industries, professional accounting bodies, Big 4 accounting firms, mid-tier accounting firms, small to medium enterprises, not-for-profit organizations, as well as public sector organizations. So wherever our students go after graduations, in fact, we connect with those industries, seek their feedbacks, and then we incorporate that in our courses. Therefore, our courses are always world-class, relevant, connected, and applied in nature. So all our courses are accredited by professional accounting bodies. And the reason for this accreditation and the benefit of this accreditation is that student can fast track their studies of professional exams like CPA exams or chartered accountancy exams or ACCA, whatever career they would like to pursue in a future. And they would not require to do any foundation course if they will do accounting qualifications from Macquarie University. So basically we offer 2 master's courses, Master of Accounting, but the course which I'm talking today is Master of Professional Accounting with 3 different specializations. And the main specialization is CPA studies. So Master of Professional Accounting basically is designed for students who would like to continue their career in the profession, professional auditors, chartered accountants, or professional accountants or CPA experts in a future, and serve companies at a top level, means drive companies, be part of strategies and the future of those companies. So it means that whatever we teach in Master Professional Accounting, CPA, is with the help from CPA, we have embedded in our courses, and that helps students to easily pass professional exams of CPA or any other professional accounting bodies. So besides the accreditation from CPA, our course is also accredited and endorsed by CIMA, which is one of the largest management accounting body in UK. IPA, which is a public sector institution on public accountants in Melbourne, and IMA, which is Institute of Management Accountants in US. So they have also endorsed that our courses are world-class, and Master Professional Accounting CPA is one of the top course, which is recommended to students who would like to have their career in professional accounting. So I would just quickly show you the results which we get in professional exams. Macquarie is known as global leader. Macquarie is known as leader in Australia in the results of professional exams. Our students always perform best in terms of distinctions and high distinctions. So I'll just show you some stats that our students performed on the top 10% Australia-wide as well as globally as well. So we are, from CPA's perspectives, high achievers, and we give high achievers award to CPA's students as well. So 88% normally, or it ranges from 85% to 90% in terms of success rate, and 60% and above of our students who sit for CPA exams, they get distinctions and high distinctions. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it? It's very amazing that students perform very well. All right. So there is a story behind. There's a lot of hard work behind these achievements, and I'll spend a minute and two and explain how this specialization work. Basically, this is embedded course. All 7 modules of CPA professional exams are embedded with a rule of 70-30. 70% is Macquarie University and 30% is CPA. It means when a student join Master Professional Accounting, automatically become a part of CPA also. So 70% they do at Macquarie University. We teach everything, whatever CPA requires. And then we ask them to sit in CPA exams, bring those results, so they become a CPA as well as a Master Professional Accounting holder of this degree at the end. We match basically timetable-wise CPA's exams because their timetable is different. Macquarie University always changes its timetable to match head and tail of CPA exams. It means we start around 3 to 4 weeks before the normal timetable of Macquarie University. And this is to help students to sit in CPA exams and get 2 extra weeks to prepare the exams as well. So we have developed all our materials, and delivery and assessments are based on what CPA expects. And we also sometimes write modules. I myself is author of one of the book in CPA also, in strategic management accounting. And similarly, the staff which we have on this course, they are experts, CPAs, they are fellows of CPA, and the professional CPA members, and they understand their exams also, and they understand the professions. Therefore, that they bring a lot of experience in a classroom, and this is one of the reasons why we have a very high and successful rate for CPA exams. We do share modules with CPA results regularly because there's a regular audit happens of the courses which we offer. Any change happens, CPA are notified to us immediately, and accordingly we change our courses also, and then teaching team is also notified accordingly. So at the end, when you pass this course within 2 years, which can be less than that if you have RPL or have accounting background, you can ask for some credits. Then perhaps the duration of this course will be lesser for you. But once you pass, whether it is 1.5 years or 2 years, you would be Master of Professional Accounting degree holder. At the same time, you'll get a full membership of CPA Australia as well. So I'll show you very quickly how we run this course. So there are 4 foundation units and then 60 credit points. 1 credit point is equivalent to 10 hours of teaching, means 10 credit points for 1 unit, 60 in a core, 100 credit points is the total required. So this foundation can be exempted if you have a background of accounting. And subsequently, you can move into CPA studies, and all modules of CPAs are embedded in the course. It means you don't need to go to CPA to prepare yourself for the exams. Macquarie prepares you for CPA exams. So foundations, core zones, and specialization zone. This is how you would undertake your studies. We have academic advisors here. Once you are with us, we would be able to help you more and more and prepare your study plans. If you want to go for a longer version of this course, you can add leadership component, which is basically 4 units, means 6 more months. Leadership and management, strategic management. You can also pick and choose internship in business. So we will place you in an accounting firm where you work for 6 months and come back, and then you submit your report. So basically, that is a work integrated learning which we offer to our students if they want to do Master of Professional Accounting with leadership components. So accounting is very exciting. It becomes exciting because of the type of skills they carry. There will be a focus on 7 main skills. Communication, teamwork is one, which we offer more in first year. And then first year, second semester, and third semester in the second year, problem solving and critical thinkings. And then we have embedded ethics, sustainability, and information systems and technology across the entire course. This is what the expectation is from CPA. In the same way, we try to create these competencies and skills in those students. As I said, that accounting is very, very exciting. Now, these are the few of the photos which I would share with you. These are accountants. And then you can see industry partners also, but accountants are there, means future accountants. So students are well-dressed, presenting. At the same time, they're in a classroom where they're enjoying basically and learning accounting by doing. So we teach accounting by doing, not using a plain black and whiteboard or blackboard to teach numbers and so on. So accounting is very much changed. We have moved away from a typical bookkeeping numbers into more decision makings. So this is how accounting is done at Macquarie Universities. So thank you very much. I'll pass it on now to my colleague, Michelle. She is a GM, New South Wales at CPA. I will talk more on careers in the future and CPA Australia. Michelle, over to you.
Thanks so much, Rahat. That was a very informative session, and thank you for the opportunity of speaking with you all today. CPA Australia and Macquarie University have had a long-standing relationship, with over 6,600 CPA Australia members having completed their studies through Macquarie University, a wonderful achievement. The Masters of Professional Accounting in CPA Studies program has further deepened our partnership, and as Professor Manuel mentioned earlier, upon completion provides students with the unique experience of obtaining both a postgraduate degree and a professional designation. You may ask why this is important. Well, the future of work is changing so rapidly, with economic, environmental, and technological impacts influencing the employment landscape, meaning it is becoming increasingly important to be able to position yourself ahead of your peers in the competition for a finite number of jobs available in the market. The Master of Professional Accounting in CPA Studies can help you stand out from the pack and provides you an opportunity to enhance your personal brand by becoming a CPA Australia Associate Member, Start building your professional networks through participation in activities and events. Gain access to world-class interactive resources to support your studies. Demonstrates your commitment to the profession to future employers. Be supported by a dedicated tutor. Have structured seminars and semesters with regular classes. Have on-campus support networks. And receive intensive tuition and exam preparation, all leading to a successful outcome for you. Some of our members have gone on to take up positions across a wide variety of industries and multinational organisations in the building and construction sector, retail, media, the Big Four firms, and financial services sector, to name a few. So let's talk about the future for a moment. And while it may be difficult now to try and understand what this may look like, I would like to refer to a recent CPA Australia podcast with Bernard Salt, who suggests that if we look into the past, in particular following major events in history such as war times, some of Australia's largest companies like Woolworths, Qantas, CSL, and Civil and Civic, now Lend-Lease, were born. During the current pandemic, companies have been disrupted and have had to adapt quickly to survive. Post-pandemic, it is predicted that a new generation of business will evolve with a strong digital transformation. Also, Salt discusses why accountants are crucial when an economy is shut down and then scaled up. In particular, because of their skills in scenario planning and how strategic decisions play out in the numbers. These are important points to note because there will always be a reliance on accountants for their skills in evaluating, advice and interpreting the data, understanding what is possible, the money flow, measurements and metrics. So it is envisaged that the demand for accounting skills are and will be in high demand now and for the future. There are 6 capabilities that are desired and the potential attributes and qualities of current and future members. These capabilities are integrity, financial fluency, adaptive learner, data and digital, business professional, and leadership. You may or may not decide to work as an accountant following the completion of your Masters in Professional Accounting, but whatever your decision, your learned accounting knowledge will always afford you the insight and understanding to make informed financial decisions. Coupling this knowledge with the desired capabilities of an accounting professional will place you in a strong position to succeed in the profession. We all started somewhere in our career. So where do you begin? Or how do you decide what type of role in accounting may be of interest to you? Well, firstly, you need to understand yourself. Be self-aware of your particular traits and personality type. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Empathy, flexibility, adaptability, tolerance, insightfulness, independence, and a capacity to learn are all desirable personality traits in today's marketplace. And employers are often using personality testing as part of their recruitment process now. They're looking for leaders of the future and best job fit for today. 2 is to understand your preferred technical skills or expertise. Where are your strengths? What subjects do you like the most or enjoy? Do you prefer routine or something more varied? 3, understand the market. What opportunities exist for me? Ask yourself, do I want to work for the corporate sector? What type of industry? What size of company? What location? Alternatively, do I want to work as a public practitioner? Or am I an entrepreneur and want to start my own business? Last tip about your career. Having an aspirational goal in mind is helpful. If you don't know, don't worry. Exploring a new job can be exciting and give you the opportunity to understand if it is a good fit for you and your future. You can adjust your goals along the way. You will work it out, but be prepared to start somewhere, not necessarily in your ideal role, and work hard to get where you want to be. CPA Australia's My Career Navigator is a great place to start. It is an online tool that allows you to better understand the skills employers are looking for and how to shape your career pathway. Good luck, and we look forward to seeing you become a CPA Australia member soon. Back to you, Vishna.
Thank you, Michelle. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the Q&A portion where both of our speakers will give some advice and answer some commonly asked questions from a student perspective. So today we've been talking a little bit about how accounting has evolved beyond the traditional bookkeeping function and more into decision-making roles. So what would you say about the myths that the future of accounting will not exist and will be replaced by artificial intelligence? So what are some of the myths or misconceptions about accounting careers, and why should we still be inspired to pursue accounting?
Thank you very much, Vishna. I would like to answer this question because I face this question every day. Any student or graduate, they're coming to us and deciding about accounting or non-accounting. It's a myth, basically, and people have been talking about change in accounting for the last 100 years or more, in fact, and accounting has always been evolving and changing. And this change is because of technological change, sometimes change in policies, procedures, standards, and so on. And all these factors impact accountants because accountants are backbone of any economy, backbone of any organizations. They are the ones who drive data. They are the ones who make decisions as well. So what we have seen over a couple of years, rather I would say around 15 to 20 years, that change in technology has really impacted the way accountants work. It doesn't mean that accountants are being replaced or accounting work is being moved. In fact, it's more of a change in the way work is undertaken by accountants, and the nature of a role of accountants has also changed. And that has happened because of, number one, computers itself. All right, so in the past, we used to have big books and vouchers and ledgers, used to write, but now we don't do that anymore. Cloud computing, another one. Now we have blockchains. Because of blockchain, many of the things, for instance, we have seen cyber related matters and so on, and accountants have become expert, or in fact, they need to have expertise in those areas as well. So if you look at accounting courses now being offered by either us at Macquarie University or any professional accounting bodies like CPA Australia, you would see that IT has become important and critically important component of that professional exams students undertake. So it means in the future, accountants are trusted business advisors. They help in decision makings. They help in thinking and going beyond thinking and using data analytics for future projections, future cash flows and projections, and so on. It means the nature of roles like forensic accounting nowadays has become very common. And a lot of accountants are trying to go into that field, which is very specialized, different types of work which accountants they do. So what I would say is it's a myth. Accounting, in fact, is growing, and number of jobs in accounting are also increasing globally, not only in Australia, but internationally. And then the type of work accountants they do, that is also changing drastically and becoming more of a super work at a top level of organizations where accountants are doing more of a decision-making jobs using data and providing data. So accountants are the ones who gel the whole company together, and all data come to accountants, and they are the ones who eventually make management to make informed decisions. So if you would like, Michelle, if you would like to say anything on this.
Thanks, Rahat. And I would agree with everything that you've just said. We had an article in our CPA in the Black magazine, and it was around technology talent lead in 2019 trends for accountants in Asia Pacific. And this talked about this perception. Chan, who was interviewed, cited the World Economic Forum forecasts indicating that the rapid takeoff of machines and algorithms in the workplace would actually create 133 million new roles, replacing about 75 million that could be displaced between now and 2022. And the article goes on to explain that artificial intelligence and other technologies stripped away some of the basic accounting work. But there is a growing belief that by this year or soon thereafter, labour-intensive tasks such as payroll, tax preparation, payroll audits and banking will be fully automated. But Basically, to sum up, the future of accounting will continue to take its place, as you've mentioned, and it is likely that newly created roles will emerge. But one thing is for sure, that there will always be a place for the human element in accounting to analyse, interpret, explain and provide sound decision making, as you said, based on the data.
Great, thank you both. I think that's a really important thing for our viewers to take home, in that with technology, we're not talking about the replacement of accountants, but we're talking about the evolution of skills that accountants need to have. So with that, that leads into our next question. So what are the most desired skills employers are currently looking for in accountants?
Thanks, Vishna. Basically, employers are looking for individuals who do many things, such as embrace and comply with professional standards, who understand, demonstrate and champion ethics in practice. They are accountable and responsible to reliably manage risk. Also, people who are curious and open to ideas and diversity of global, national and local perspectives and trends, questions and test possibilities. They seek new knowledge and opportunities to apply learnings, are agile to reskill and adapt to the changing environment. They can also identify, analyse and access and make sense of structured and unstructured data, generate insights and recommend actions. They are responsible for governing data and related security. You need skills in that space. Also to explore and assess and implement digital systems that create new value. But most of all, they are a trusted business advisor to partner for progress. They undertake stakeholder management, solve problems, build commercial acumen, and deliver value and results. On a personal level, you need to be self-aware, considerate of others, empathetic, inclusive, and work collaboratively with others, and someone who will embrace, enable, and lead innovation and transformational change. These are all skills that employers are looking for.
I would like to add just one point. I recently finished one project with CPA Australia on desired skills of early career accountants or graduates. I think it's a good report to read. We have just finished and it's available on CPA's website as well. So anyone who is interested in understanding what exactly are desired accounting skills would give a comprehensive view of skills of the future for accountants.
Great, thank you. So we've spoken a little bit about the skills that employers are currently looking for, but what about people who are already studying business or in the industry already? So what advice can you give them for advancing their careers if they're already at a more advanced stage?
I think this is a very interesting question. I've seen two types of graduates of the people when they start their career. One is those who continuously update their skills and knowledge and competencies. And other ones are the ones who have finished uni, studies have finished and nothing more, and whatever they do in the practice, learn every day 9 to 5, that's what their learning is. I would go for like continuous learning, because accounting, as we said, is evolving, changing and dramatically changing. It's not just, you know, a few changings here and there's continuous change in standards, the way we report data. Artificial intelligence, as Michelle and you have also pointed out, I think they are becoming part and parcel of accounting. So I would say even early career accountants or anyone who is already in a business and performing accounting and non-accounting role should look for anything which is relevant to them is available either online or somewhere in a classroom, informal or maybe a formal learnings, and that will really help them to not only update and upgrade their knowledge as well. There are a lot of units or subjects which are available now with CPA. Micro-credentialing is one which CPA has recently offered. I think they're fantastic courses, short courses. They are not very expensive also. They are available if you're CPA members. I'm sure they are for non-CPA members also. Similarly, we here at Macquarie Business School and Department of Accounting and Corporate Governance do offer similar types of testers, I would say, which would help them to improve their skills, competencies, as well as knowledge. So basically, that's what my message would be. Don't stop, continue your journey and continuously keep on learning new stuff.
100% agree, Rahat. Continuous learning is the key, and also, if I may add, in developing your professional networks is extremely important as well. So that connectivity with peers and across organisations is extremely important in trying to advance your career also. So continuous learning and networks are probably the two key messages there.
Great, thank you both so much. So with the next question, it's a little bit more about people who are in the industry but are not necessarily accountants yet. So are there many people that switch into an accounting career, and what are the transferable skills that are necessary to enable that switch?
Thanks, Vishna. In my observation, many people often start their careers in the accounting profession and then switch careers to become a CEO or hold other senior management roles. In addition to acquired technical knowledge, in 2018, a list of traits that accountant will need to master was one of the most tweeted comments to emerge from the American Institute of CPA's Engage event in Las Vegas. Some of the list included complex problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision making and service orientation, negotiation and cognitive flexibility. I've also added to the list communication. But whilst this is not an exhaustive list, mastery of these skills will help enable accountants to make the transition for a career switch into other senior management roles. Generally speaking, accountants know that they want to be accountants early on in their career, or they have an affiliation towards that career scope. I often don't see the switch back into accounting. However, it's not impossible that this does happen. There are individuals who do make a late change in life, and that does happen. And I would imagine that you'd have some student statistics around that, Rahat, that may support that theory as well. But generally speaking, accounting is a great fundamental and foundation opportunity for many individuals to go on to many different things in their career. There are many famous people in the world who have started their careers as an accountant and gone on to many other opportunities. So it is a great place to start.
Thanks, Michelle. I think Michelle has covered everything.
Okay, great. So we have spoken a lot about the skills that are required in industry and the importance of upskilling and all of these different skills to evolve with the accounting profession. So for our final question, let's turn our attention to Macquarie students in the Master of Professional Accounting program. So how can students work with both Macquarie and CPA Australia to benefit from the program and the partnership and find a good starting point for their accounting career?
Thanks, Vishna. I think that's a very interesting question. From the Macquarie's perspective, I'm sure this is from CPA perspective as well, because eventually our graduate become CPA members also. To me, I think the starting points won't be once someone would finish Master of Professional Accounting. It would start the moment student come here, and a good connection actually we built between Macquarie University and CPA, and we provide that platform to students to connect with CPA. So CPA's team is always with us here and guide our students. So there are a number of areas where a student can work, and then this partnership can really help. Number one, as I said, that we work very closely with CPA in terms of understanding what exactly their expectations are. So whether their team is in Sydney or in Melbourne, they are all the time they're connected with me and my team here in the department, so that we understand where the change has happened. Like now there is a change which we are making for 2021, and we're trying to bring that change in our courses as well. So these are things which help students eventually when there's a strong relationship between two professional institutions, CPA and Macquarie University in this case. And this is one of the reasons why our students always perform better. Second is often we provide mentoring facilities to our students where a senior accountants or business experts who have a CPA background, who's a fellow or even associate member of CPA. We request CPA and that here are some students, and they suggest mentors And these mentors basically guide students through in their career as well as through their journey here when they are undertaking their master's course. So that is, again, because of this partnership, we work very closely to find out those mentors and student help in that. Third area is guest lecturing and then sometime work integration also. I know that recently Michelle came in one of the course and presented to around 200 to 300 students. So that is also a sort of awareness we create. Look, here is another discipline which is a top, which is one of the world-class discipline, one of the world-class career for you that you can become a CPA, plus you can have a postgraduate qualification from Macquarie University also. So that is another connection. So we connect our students with CPA teams, CPA's leadership also, and that would help students eventually in their careers. And then the other one is, as I said, that sessions where we bring CPA here in a classrooms on information sessions, not on leadership, as I said earlier, but on information sessions, just talking through about what exactly CPA is, what type of career you can have once you finish your CPA qualification, what type of jobs you should be looking for. All right. So this partnership basically, or this type of partnership is really beneficial for students. And I've seen students giving me a very positive feedback of any help they get from Macquarie, at the same time from CPA Australia.
Thanks, Rahat. And I concur. We strive to achieve great engagement with each other, and that's really important. And that will help our students progress and be connected where they need to be connected and help them along their journey. That's the most important piece, is the student engagement, to make sure that everyone is supported and they feel as though that they have a place to go to if they need help and further advice. And CPA Australia and Macquarie University work very closely together to make sure that, you know, we have a very strong partnership to make that happen. And, you know, just some tips for trade. As I said, we have a dedicated team who can support that journey with you, and 100% available at any time to assist in any way that we can. So, and our students, we encourage students to go onto our website and utilise the tools and resources to support their studies as well. And yeah, so we're pretty excited about what the future may hold in this space as well.
I think that's a really important final message to leave our viewers with today. I think we've touched on some things that are really important and conducive to student learning. So things like a really supportive learning environment at Macquarie, having those really strong industry connections, and having all of our content be taught through that practical lens, so that once you're done, you're ready to enter the workforce. So thank you both so much. That's all the time that we have today. So I just first of all want to say a massive thank you to our wonderful guest speakers, Michelle and Professor Munir, for their insight and their advice to you all today. So if after this session you have any questions, or you would like some more detailed information on our professional accounting course at Macquarie, I've just shared a link on your screen where, if you go through that, you can book a personalised one-on-one consultation with us, so you get some more detailed information and ask any questions that you may have. So thank you for joining us today, and that's all.